Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. I am Lindsay Duell and I am a leader in this page, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about signing up not market partners, VIPs, and how I talk to VIPs. I think one of the biggest things, I kind of wanted to wait till people were on to say this, but I think the replay is more important. One of the biggest, most important things about everything I'm about to say is that everybody can do things differently in this business. You might have a way that works. You might have a better way than me. That would be pretty cool. You might use different words. You might do things differently. So just know that this is me teaching you what I know and how I do it, and there are other ways. So just want to get that out of the way. There are other ways. This is just the way I do things. So lately I have been talking to people and just kind of really wanting to explain things. Basically, I really keep wanting to refer to this video, and this video doesn't exist, so I'm making it so I could be like, okay, here is how I talk to my VIPs. I'm going to tell you guys how I walk through when they contact me to reach out and start the conversation. So let's go. All right. So first of all, I do want to tell you that you can use the same verbiage every single time. So the way I am about to tell you guys the words I use for everything, I talk to someone the same exact way every single time. I talk to every single person this way. Oh, Cassie, I'm so excited you're on here. Okay, so I talk to everybody the same way. Things will happen, and I'll tell you guys at the end a couple of things that could happen that would throw it off a little bit, but workarounds. But just know that you can use the same verbiage and make it easier on yourself. Do not word vomit. Try to limit yourself to 3 or 4 sentences whenever you're talking to somebody, and that's all, nothing more, not these long things, okay? Because people don't have time, and people will only read the bullet points if there's not this long thing, okay? So starting with telling you guys that you can say the wrong thing. I know I want to be this bright light that's no, you guys, you can't say the wrong thing. Just go do whatever you're doing, but you can say the wrong thing. So just know that, and I'm going to tell you guys an example of what the wrong thing is. I didn't do it with this business, but my last business that I was in, it was a health and wellness business, and I had 43 people reach out to me initially when I posted about it. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, all of these people, you guys, I sent them a 3-page essay on the business, the history of the company, the history of the products, where they came from, how you can sign up, the 3 different ways you could get it this way, all of these different things without talking to them. I just threw all this crap at them, and I was like, here you go, and here's my website, go sign up. It was actually a Word document on instructions on how to sign up. It was a mess. And those people, I had to either write them off, or I had to work really, really hard to get them back, because I just destroyed that. So I will tell you that saying way too much, throwing out everything is way too much. So I will tell you, let's get to it. You're like, all right, get to the good stuff. Here it is. Okay, so here is how I have a conversation with someone. Whenever they message me, I am always going to first ask them about their hair concerns. So, you can do that in so many different ways. You could say, in a perfect world, what would your hair look like? What are the main things that piss you off about your hair? Do not say pissed off. I don't even know why I said that. I was just I don't know why I said that. What are the main things that frustrate you about your hair? What are the so you can either go, what would your hair be perfect, or what are your concerns, or what are the things that bother you? You can word that so many different ways, and I'll tell you why you're going to want to word that many different ways as we're still going, but just know you can word that so many different ways. There's not just one way to ask. And if you are new, I would always say definitely lead with the hair quiz always, because then you're going to be able to collect information. I'm sorry, I have this message blowing up, and it's I cannot focus. Okay, so you can, you guys, I swear today is a joke. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to make messages go away, and I opened them, and then I couldn't get it back. I am so sorry. Okay, focus. Okay, so start with hair concerns. You can use the hair quiz for that. You want to use the hair quiz because when you're using the hair quiz, you're going to be able to collect information. So you're going to get their email address. You're going to get all of that stuff. So you have a database of people. So that's kind of nice. So you always want to use the hair quiz for that. But if you are familiar with the products and you're able to like guide them through it without the hair quiz, you can do that too. That's totally up to you. So I always start, what is your main hair concern? They say it, right? And if they start the conversation saying, hey, how much is shampoo and conditioner? I say, hey, what's your main hair concerns? If they say, hey, trying to think of something else. Hey, does your shampoo work on this and this and this type hair? I say, yeah, what's your hair concern? Because it works on everybody, right? So what are your hair concerns? Always get that back. That is the easiest way to bring back the conversation when it gets taken away from you. So if someone starts it in a way that you're not used to or whatever, always go back to that because you're taking control of the conversation. If you guys know that you're taking control of this conversation, you're going to get the sales going because people will flow a lot. The conversations will flow a lot better. And then also, you will... like, you'll just know where you go wrong. It'll just help so much if you follow this. So hair concerns, I'm sorry, you guys, that's number one. So I'm still getting there. Hair concerns. And then they're going to tell you their hair concerns. Say they're like, it's dry and it's blonde and it's bleached. And I'm like, okay, the hydration system is amazing for you. So they tell me their hair concerns. They say that. I bring out the products. I say the hydration system's amazing for you. Guess what that does? Absolutely nothing, because they don't know what the hydration system is. So this is where, like, this is the good stuff. So you're going to say the hydration system would be amazing for you. That comes with our the most moisturizing shampoo that we have. I rarely say Renew because Renew means nothing to them, again, just like how hydration system means nothing to them. So Renew means nothing to them, but the most moisturizing shampoo that we have means something to them. And then it comes with a mask that turns your hair to butter. I absolutely love it. And then a leave-in conditioner that is awesome. So I'm explaining what they're getting in that package, right? So I'm saying you're getting the hydration system. It comes with X, Y, and Z. And explaining what X, Y, and Z is, because if you're talking about the volume system, you say it comes with Revive and Revitalize, that means nothing. So that's like the biggest thing you have to like remember with this is like, you have to like not use our terminology because that means nothing to everyone. Use we have a volume system that actually plumps your hair strands and makes your hair volume, and we have a spray that you can put in and give you even more volume. Those are the types of words you want to use when you're talking to somebody, okay? So, so hair concerns, you figure out the products, you tell them what the products are and what they do, and then you wait. You're not saying, and that's $84 and that's $99, nothing. You wait, you tell them what it is. I would say 95% of the time. So I want to say every single time, but it's not going to happen every single time. Almost every single time, the next response is, how much? How much? So you're not throwing all this stuff. And if you would have put all of that in, you wouldn't have known if you lost them with the amount of products. Like maybe they don't need a mask, maybe the leave-in they don't like, whatever it is. And then you throw in the money and then they stop responding. You're not going to know what threw them off. So that's the whole significance of going slow and slow and slow. Plus, we all live in this lifestyle where it's like, we're all like, fast-paced. So if you're at a stoplight, I want you to be able to read my thing real quick instead of like having to read a dissertation about the products, you know? So so that you wait. After you tell them your products, you wait. And then they will, again, this is all online. I didn't clarify that. This is all online when you're talking to people. And then, so they write back and they say how much? You say 84 VIP / 99 retail. If you would like to, you can say 69 MP, 84 VIP, and 99 retail. You could do whatever if you want to include the MP price. I typically don't, but you totally can, and that brings up the business, right? So I go 84 VIP, 99 retail. No sentence, no nothing, literally 84 VIP, 99 retail. That's all, and I send it. I'm not explaining what a VIP is. They have no clue what a VIP is. I'm getting the conversation to keep going. So they say, what's a VIP? Every single time, because they don't know what a VIP is. And this is the only time I have permission to give longer than a 3-sentence message. This is the only time you can send this long thing. So I have a paragraph. I'll post it in here afterwards, but it breaks down the 3 shipments, breaks down the 15%, breaks down the free shipping, the free product, the fact that you have to do, I said the 3 shipments, the fact that we have flash sales. It breaks down everything that you need in this little blurb that I'll put under here. I send that. And they say, well, then how do I order? So you see how you're just giving these little things and then they'll come back. So and they say, how do I order? Every time. I like literally don't get retail people. And if someone says like, oh, I just want to do retail, I've already had this conversation. So when they're on the site doing it, they actually back out into doing VIP. That's happened more than once. So it's like, okay, awesome. Like, I'm having this conversation anyway, so it's already telling them about the perks, and then they can make their decision. I would love, love, love for them to be a VIP. That's residual sales. That's them ordering in a couple of more months down the line. That's them sharing the products with friends because they have a referral link. Like, so many different things. But if they want to try once, I'm not going to pressure somebody to the point where I'll lose a sale if I pressure them. So I'll let them do what they want, and then I'll follow up with them and be like, do you like it? Because you can become a VIP and save money down the line, get free products, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. That's down the line. So so you send the VIP thing. They say, cool, how do I sign up? You say, it's done all online. I don't know why I use those terms, but every single time I say, it's done all online. Here is my site. They do not get my site until they are ready to order, and they are saying they are buying it, and they're saying, how can I order? They are not getting my site because, you guys, if you start this conversation off with your site and they go to the site and they see a $30 bottle of 8-ounce shampoo, they are going to die because you did not explain to them that it's concentrated and it's comparable to a liter and that it's going to last 3 to 5 months and all of the greatness that's in it and why why you're paying the price for it, like all the manageability, all the stuff that, you know, our scientific studies prove, you know, all those percentages. So I'm going to go through it again real quick so you guys can follow it, but that's what I do. Or if they're like, oh, I don't want to do it on your site, but like they're like afraid of the web or whatever and their stuff, I'll just be like, I'll call you real quick and get your order, and I go to my site and I act like I'm them and I just put their information in. So that is it. Yes, there will be times when this does not go as planned because people will throw you off with the way they start the conversation. Because if someone's like, hey, tell me more about your products, or hey, I keep seeing you post, or hey, your hair looks great, like, what are you using? Like, whatever that is, that's such an easy transition. Like, oh, I have this great products, like, tell me about your hair. That's such an easy thing. But then some people will just, I'm trying to think of an example because it happened recently. Someone threw me off and I was like, I don't even know how to like sit and go back, but I was like, I have my structure. I have the structure that I told you guys of how I talk to people. I need to get whatever I do for this conversation. I need to get onto that structure somehow. So if they're saying this weird thing, I need to somehow get it to hair concerns. Oh, and here's another tip. If like it doesn't go like, so I'm saying like, oh yeah, hair concerns, then they're going to say this, then they're going to say this. And you're like, they did not say that. They just asked how much it was immediately. Always, always, always. So if they ask how much it is, depending on where you're at, figure out like the best way to adjust that. If you haven't even talked about what their hair concerns and what products they're going to get, be like, there's so many different products. Let's talk first about your hair concerns. Go back to your hair. Like, well, tell me more about that so then I can guide you the right way. And then, and then if someone is talking to you, asking about, shoot, I just like lost my train. If someone just says, what's your site? And they're like, what's your site? Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. You know how you need to talk to them. They're not running the show. You're running the show. So you know how you want to have this conversation. If you follow the way I just told you to have a conversation, it will become natural. And it's just you won't even like, you might have to take notes now to like be like, okay, she says this and this, but eventually it's just gonna be like, okay, cool. It's natural. You will say, if they're like, what's your site? And it's not when you want them. You haven't told them everything. You do not want them on your site to see all these prices and see all these things and see all these products. And maybe they'll order and then they order the wrong stuff because you didn't talk to them. Like, you don't want that. So to avoid that, just be like, the site is crazy because there's so many products. It's not one size fits all. So tell me more about your hair. No matter what it is, tell me more about your hair. Just keep rewording that. Tell me what you would love if your hair was perfect. Tell me a couple of things that could help make your hair better. Those questions will bring you back to where you want to go with this. And you have the control and you can grab it. Take the control, you guys, because I have someone that I am trying, well, I don't really want to buy from her, to be honest. She reached out to me because I liked one of her posts, but I didn't really like it like that. I was just trying to support her business because I'm a fellow business owner, you know? And so I was just like, you know, hey, like, blah, blah, blah. And so she reached out to me and I was like, hey, I'm not interested in the business. Like, I have my own business. Thank you. But I might be interested in your products if I could, like, learn a little bit more about them or whatever it is. She sent me her website. That's all. Just her website. So I literally have no clue what products I'm supposed to buy. don't even know anything about her products because I'm just making it, you know, like I don't know. And then I don't know what I'm supposed to buy on your website. I don't know if there's a VIP program or a savings program, or if you just, everyone's retail. I don't know. She sent me her site. And it's just like, makes me not really want to do business with her, because we're just like, come on, like, give me a little bit more. Your work for this, you know? So talk to the people, get to know them. Like, I was, to be like, just to make it a little easier to talk about what I was just saying, like, I was talking to somebody about CBDs. So it's like, she could have like been like, okay, what are you dealing with that's making you look into these? You know, those are the types of questions you want to ask, so you get the right stuff for the right person. And then you know what they're dealing with. So that way, if they're curly, so maybe they don't order right away, right? You already went through everything, and then they're like, oh, okay, what's your site? Like, how do I order? Blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, okay, I'll do it Friday. Like, you're like, oh, okay. Though, like, you now know, because you had these conversations, you now know that Brenda has curly hair and Brenda has dry hair. So if we come out with a curl cream promo tomorrow, you know, you reach out to Brenda. You know, those types of things. Those are why the conversations are good. And you can just write down their main hair concerns. Keep a list. This is not what I was like meaning to talk about, but make sure you keep a list of all of the people you're talking to. It's a very, very smart idea, especially if you're doing it on Facebook. Your Facebook go at any time. Not that it's going to, but like it can. So like protect yourself and protect your business, and make sure you have your list of people written down. And yeah. So keep it simple, you guys. Keep the conversation going. Ask some questions about them. If the conversation goes different, just like I said, I'm looking at some of the notes I have, so I'm just making sure you guys have everything. But it says if the conversation goes different, like, I definitely want you to know all of the details. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so if the conversation goes different and they're like, okay, I want it, it's $84, and they say, okay, I'll get it for $84, and they don't ask what a VIP is, you're like, but I have to tell you about those 3 shipments. I have to. Like, you can't sign someone up with a VIP if you're not telling about the future shipments. You cannot do that. So it's like, so I always say, if they derail me and they're all in, and I didn't even tell them what a VIP was yet, I always make sure I go, I definitely want you to know all of the details. So I have a quick blurb just breaking down the VIP program. Is it cool if I send that? So that's what I send when it gets awkward. So like there's some times where it will be weird and you're like, oh, it doesn't go according to my plan. But you can usually shove it around to figure it out to get it back. Keep it simple. Make sure, you know, the people are busy. Make sure they know all of the details. Bring them up. If not, just like the 3 shipments, I think that's just the most important thing. Don't ever sign someone up as a VIP if they do not know they have to do 2 more orders. Like, do not do that. Be mindful as you're talking to a potential and listen to what they're saying, but take a hold of the conversation. That's what I want you guys to take away from this. Like, take a hold of that conversation, because you will get more sales if you have a structure to what you are saying and an end goal, and it's not awkward for them to be like, oh God, what do I say next? This girl's not giving me any information. Like, I'm trying to tell you about that other girl that's not giving me anything, right? So, hopefully that helps. I'll go really, really quickly through my rundown really quick one more time. Start with the hair quiz. Ask them more. So if you don't get enough, ask them more. Like, I'm a person who probably wouldn't have gotten much from me if you were talking, because I didn't know much about my hair. I was like, I just have normal hair. Like, you wouldn't have got much, so you would have had to dig a little bit more with people like me. Hair concerns. Hair quiz if you want. This is the system for you. Explain the products in the system. All the benefits of them. Not all of them, but some of the benefits of them. Wait until they respond. Tell them VIP $84.99 retail. If it's not a full system, go do the calculations for them. And then they'll say yes. Send them the VIP blurb that I will post in here afterwards. So I'm glad I'm going over this again. And then they'll say, yeah, like, how do I order? And you say it's all online. Boom. That's how you do it, guys. Let me know again. This is how I do it, actually. It's not how you do it, it's how I do it. So if it works for you, I would love that. If you have your own thing, that's awesome. Everybody's going to do this business differently, but it's great to share the ways we do it, so we're not reinventing the wheel, and if it's already invented, you know? So let me know if you guys have questions, throw them in the comments if you do, and I hope it helped. Have a good day.